And we are live, I think.
Yo.
Oh,
Yo. Okay, nice.
Huh.
So, last time we played, does anyone want to remind me what happened?
Thank God.
Guys, I've forgotten. No, there's no one knocking at your door, by the way.
so
Real,
It's my roof.
No
It's
one
worse
is
than
knocking
all.
at your
It's my
door,
roof.
people.
It's my roof.
It's
It's,
the roof.
terrifying.
nice.
we went through a swamp
Yes.
Yes.
and we got attacked by a snakish thing that we barely knew what it was. It was
Yep.
just under trying to pull us under,
Yep.
and we got out of that. But we were looking for a crystal.
Yes.
That I remember. And then we went we saw this house with lots of crows outside it, and the crows turned out to be raven folk, and the woman was a bit of a Strahd lover, and was like, "Oh, you guys are coming to dinner," and knocked us out.
Yes.
Wouldn't that mean that they're not crows? They're ravens.
Yeah, I
They
think
are
like
ravens, but actually, I think you'll find that was the wrong bird.
Actually,
I asked a question. I did not shut up.
Okay. So, yes, exactly that.
well, I think they were just regular ravens. Like I thought that they were going to be like my friends, but then they actually turned out to not be.
Yeah.
Something. Is that right?
Oh, so they were just birds.
They were just like regular, ravens. They were.
Oh, I thought they were raven
I
folk.
think there was a mix, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember if we actually.
If there
figured
were,
that out or not.
they weren't any like raven folk that like were friendly to me anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in the end, it doesn't really matter because Granny Fireball, or not Granny, you got me saying it. Baba Zaga, who was the witch that lived in this creeping hut, fireballed all the guys while they were outside, and pretty much all those ravens turned to toast anyway. But yeah, and then she cast sleep, so the whole party essentially lost to her in the swamp. As she was riding a dragon's skull through the air.
Oh yeah.
But that is where we're gonna pick back up. So you guys awake. The sun is slightly lower than when you guys fought her. You fought her sort of midday. It's probably stretching towards evening now. And you find yourselves all tied up and bound inside of the creeping hut. This witch stands before you, and she looks at you all, and she says, "Oh, finally, you're awake. Welcome back."
As I know the spell, it's only been a minute. Don't worry.
it's only been a single day.
Curiously, and no one knows how this has happened, but it actually seems like it's been longer than a minute.
Whoa.
Yeah.
As if by
Powerful
magic.
magic.
As if by magic. You could actually say that. Yeah. So she says, well. It looks like you lost to me. And you were very lucky that I decided to spare your lives.
I like spit a tooth out, and I'm like, "You're very lucky to be alive."
Throw up blood.
At this point, she's also... you can roll a perception check, actually.
Oh, I don't have a dice.
What kind of a gamer are you?
I know.
What the heck?
Not a real gamer.
Oh, I rolled an 8.
Max.
Hey, Max is here.
Hello, Max.
Hold on,
No.
my voice is all weird.
Max, you missed the recap. That's all you missed.
Shit!
21 was my perception, Paul.
Okay, great. With that, you can actually kind of clearly see that like her whole body is tinted like a shade red more than it was last time you met her. And the bathroom that is actually the bath that is in the center
Can you hear me?
of her. Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry.
Okay, nice.
I'm just figuring out my whole shenanigans. So wait, what was happening?
So where you guys have essentially just woken up from the sleep spell that Babila Zaga cast on you last time. She said you guys are lucky to be awake, or lucky to be alive. And John just rolled a perception check to see that her skin is like tinted a shade red more than it was when you last saw her, which can't have been more than a couple of hours ago. And the center of the room, you can see that there's a bathtub that is literally filled with blood.
Oh, I was thinking she was like the caterpillars in Mario. Like when you stomped on them, they got red and angry.
Oh yeah.
No, no, no.
Took
It's
damage.
like stained red. It's not like, there's extra
Jeez.
blood in her face or something.
Wait, what's stained red?
Yes, chat
Face.
is being read this time. For now. If I have to switch screen, then the chat will go away. But for now, it is actually on my screen.
What is stained red?
Her
She
whole
is.
body.
Oh, shade.
And you can see that she also looks a lot more alive. She does not look as injured and
shit.
hurt as last time you saw her. So you can probably put those things together. But
He's sucking on adrenochrome.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, she's eating strawberries to regain health.
Yes,
Guys, don't worry about
yes,
it.
that's it.
Yes.
It's red berries from the berry bush.
And she says, "There is just one thing that made me decide to keep you alive. Does anyone want to guess what that thing is?"
I don't know. You like get a blowjob of freaking Strahd or something.
Okay, she's surprised by that one.
That's pretty good to be.
That's a
It's me, of course.
no. She pulls out of her pocket a piece of paper. And you guys all recognize this piece of paper from when it was hammered into the doors of Kresk. And it is the invitation to dinner with Strahd.
Oh.
And
So
she
we're
says,
basically being like strong armed into having dinner with him, and if we don't, we're fucked either way.
well, she says, you see, I believe this, we spoke about this last time during our little altercation, but Strahd is my son, and, over the years he's gotten older, and you know how sons are. They want to, go off gallivanting on your own, but at the end of the day, I'm still his mother, and I want to look after him. So, I would like to propose a deal to you. Your lives in return for a favor.
I mean, that doesn't sound like much of a choice.
Yeah. We don't have a whole lot of choice here.
She goes, great, I'm glad we agree. So, I need to be able to check up on my son. And over the past few hundred years, he has not wanted me to be able to see what he was up to. But I think that's where you guys can help. I need you guys to get me something that will help me to scry on my son. A piece of hair, a piece of clothing of his, a piece of nail, anything will do. That will help me to be able to check up on him every now and again because I care so deeply about him.
So we need to go get a hair off him and bring it back to you.
A hair or like a nail or like even if we took a piece of his clothing, there might be like some hair on that or something.
Yeah, it's something
Dandruff.
that is like intrinsically his.
Get his genes.
Exactly.
Get a bottle of his sweat. Oh, wow.
Plot armor is also one of the reasons, but listen.
Drop it, give me 50 Strahd.
Okay. And she says, but I am no fool. And I understand that it's a lot easier if you guys just left and never came back. And see, what kind of a deal would that be? So, I still need to take something of yours. And you can see
I
she
mean,
begins
like,
to...
we came here to get Strahd. We're not going to leave without getting Strahd. Don't worry about it.
This is not about you and Strahd. This is about me and you. You came into my home. You tried to tear up my floorboards and steal my things. And see, now you owe me one.
Yep. Lost. Fair and square.
So, fair and square, I need to take something from you to make sure that you don't just run away. And you can see she begins to cast a spell. And you see that Tomte, who's kneeling next to you guys, all of a sudden just turns into a possum.
Oh my god.
She walks over, she picks him up, the possum starts fucking like wiggling and trying to get out of her arms, but Nope, she is held on tight to this fucking possum. She walks to the front door and she shoves it in one of those cages with all of the charred remains of all these birds. And she turns to you guys again and says, maybe you'll see him again once I get what I want.
Well,
Damn. All right.
You know that it's fair enough.
that's a good deal.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
What is the the guarantee of safety is the trade is that when we bring the hair, Tomte is returned back into Tomte, and we go free.
Yes.
Otherwise, you may as well just kill us because we're not sacrificing a person in addition.
No. I don't want to keep that. He's just a thieving piece of. Anyway.
Awesome.
Hey,
Yeah.
excuse me. Celeste, you keep the opossum and give us the gem.
Yes, it's very important. We very important. We need gem. Tiny man. Worthy sacrifice.
Well, things have not changed from when we last met. I still do require that gem for my house. That's something I'm just not able to
We
give up.
failed in stealing it. We might steal it again another day.
But
The gem is not being considered in this deal. Maybe a new one. Maybe when you come back, you'll want to make another deal with me, and we can talk things through then. But
How about you turn Strahd into possum and we take gem? No, it's okay. I understand.
very
Which
good.
means we can still trade the possum for the gem. Just we have to do the quest first.
Yeah, you're gonna take Tomte and then be like, okay, we'll give him back if you give us the gem.
It's
Nice.
very valuable. Very valuable.
Okay, she'll explain. She says, your gear is all at the end of the road, just outside the swamp. It's there for you to collect. I'm sure you understand that I can't have you waking up with all of your gear and swords and armor, so it's all there.
So we have no weapons.
Not currently, nope.
Oh no!
It's gonna be one shite right out of the.
Do I have my flute?
No, literally all your gear is currently gone. Like anything that conceivably is gonna harm her is gone. And I mean, I presume you did barge shit with it last time in the fight, so.
Yeah, you did. You call on spirits of some stage.
No, actually, I wasn't there. So
Cool. So there we go.
Whoa!
well, okay.
You best be going soon before it gets dark. You never know what creep in these woods.
Has she fixed the floorboards? I see
gonna-
the gem.
You can see the gem is still in them, and that the floorboards, like, they're still smashed. Like, all the smashed pieces are in the hole. Like, she hasn't started taking up floorboards to put them back down, but
Okay.
yeah, the gem is still in there.
Okay.
We'll be back.
Question: if we've been asleep for hours, does that mean that we've had a long rest?
You can say that you've had a short rest, so you can spend hit dice if you want.
Okay.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah, a million times. Yes, I'm gonna do that.
Every
But I think a long rest is exaggerating how long you've been.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
Just to confirm, we are level 7, right, at the moment?
Yes.
Perfect.
Perfect. El Mundo.
Perfect.
Please hurry, that's not that many.
That's
EA.
7, 8. Oh my god.
55.
Adieu, Monsieur.
45. 55. 45.
22. 2. 25 health. 25.
Yeah, 1 number 3. Banana large. 229.
29.
Classic.
Still
Okay, also, I should specify, I think I gave this note in person, because I was looking back through the channels. I can't find the actual text of the invitation. The gist of it was that you guys had 3 days to show up. It was that like travel there, stay there, all of that is completely protected. You'll be looked after, and you won't be in any danger. Was essentially it. That he was intrigued by what you've been up to these days. You've kind of caught his attention, and he just wants to chat.
So we reckon if we go back to the bridge that we saw him on, that's how we get to the castle.
Yeah, presumably. You kind of. It doesn't actually say, I'll pick you guys up here, but I mean, he kind of has ways of knowing these things, so.
I'm on for about 30 seconds, but you keep going.
Yep. So that is the bones of it. You guys got the letter in Kresk and you slept a night, and this is day 2. So this is day 2 of 3. If you want to, you have another sort of day to spend to prepare and get ready and stuff, or you can just go straight there. It's completely up to you guys.
Well, let's go get our shit first before it gets dark.
100%
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
And scoot out of here.
And then, yeah, we may as well, like, kind of wait a day to kind of
I mean, immediately turn around and shag the hag.
What? You know what?
what the fuck?
I mean,
While he's shagging the hag, I'm going to grab the gem.
Oh,
She's distracted. Get it.
Okay, this is not. I don't even know what. You're not getting a roll for that. You're also like fucking
Deduced.
14 on like
was
a
not being
100-year-old witch.
serious.
That's problematic.
Okay, Chris got that.
Roderick's going to do a seductive dance and give him advantage.
Charisberry.
Oh my god. Okay. Cool.
I have advantage on performance checks and charisma checks when I sing my
No.
Riz.
Okay, I want survival checks to get back to your gear.
Yep.
We'll do it as a group check, so pass or fail.
All right.
And we'll
That's
say the
nice.
DC for this is like 15.
Who has the highest survival? -0.
We just had group
Everyone
Oh,
rolls.
everyone does it.
We'll
Okay,
see
yeah,
who
yeah.
passes and fails.
20, baby.
Nice.
Roderick is so wise.
Yeah.
He's got a -1. That's how little. That's how little he needs advantage. That's how wise he is.
Nice.
That's how the game works.
Uh-huh.
He's got a 17.
Nice.
Boom.
I got a 15.
15. Nice. Okay, I think that's already enough to
That's a success in my books.
yeah, that's 3 successes, but 1 is in at 20, so
So basically, like 7 successes, right?
But basically, we win.
But
And she
basically,
gives
like,
us the
we win
gem.
game.
she does not give you the gem. Okay,
So
moving on.
are we leaving? Are we just leaving Tomte as a weasel?
It's actually a possum. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Actually.
He specifically asked for a possum, so that's actually
I was
Aaron's
just-
on actually on his behalf.
Oh, really?
I'm actually that again. It's
Checks out.
an opossum.
An
There's an O
opossum.
in front of it.
Yeah, no possum.
What's the surely a possum is a thing, no?
No, it's opossum. It's always
What's
been
the
opossum.
way? That's wild.
the name of the animal.
Well, sorry, Aaron asked for a possum, so maybe it's
So
some
it is
other.
awesome. It's a new D&D creature.
It's actually a D&D creature, yeah. Like
Okay.
like what's
There's no-
what's the Marvel cat that isn't actually a cat? It's like a Cthulhu monster.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
from
yeah.
Miss Marvel or whatever.
Yeah, whatever that one is.
Not Miss. Is it Captain Marvel? Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where
and
Nick
it-
Fury loses his eye.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, actually somehow Chris leads the way.
Oh yeah.
Through the ruins and the swamps of the village of Perez.
What do you mean somehow? This is literally my home area.
Yeah. He pretty expertly leads you guys back through and out to your gear, which, yep, it's just piled in a gigantic heap. Just like, there's where the water is, the road, it's literally as close to the water as it could possibly be. Like, she just dumped it and walked off.
So
Classic.
So,
Classic.
but yeah, you got it all back. Where are we headed?
As we're like re-equipping ourselves,
Yeah.
I'm getting my stuff out of the pile.
Yeah.
And to see if I can like make something from a or see if I can just like grab
Nice.
something that's not mine.
Is there anything specifically you're looking for?
Not something that's worth the value, just something that's like just weird. Like you know when somebody pulls takes like nothing, like empties their pockets and they've got like lint, a penny, and like a paperclip.
Okay.
Flies out, yeah.
Sure. Off anyone in particular, or just literally anything?
Just literally any random crap that somebody has in their inventory.
Okay, cool. You can roll sleight of hand. Everyone rolls perception, I guess, and whoever perceives the least is going to lose some random fucking thing.
Oh boy.
Boy.
So got a 24, bitches.
Whoa, let's go. I got a fucking unnatural 20.
We just got the fact checker.
Oh, sorry, 18, I mean.
Possum and opossum are correct, but in
Hey.
scientific or technical context, opossum is preferred. So
See, I'm a scientist, so that's why.
that is this is
Actually, the scientific name is Didelphidae.
okay.
Classification.
on top of actually.
I love that he does an
actually-
actually with a question mark at the end. I think that that's
That's how they all
you're
do
wrong.
it. That's how you do it in the thing, because none of them are
actually-
sure.
yeah, true actually. Okay, you said you got a stupidly high perception, Max. Everyone else?
Actually, I beat it, so
I got 11.
I got 18.
I'll see what I got now.
Perception.
A 6?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I have rolled 2 3s in a row.
Okay.
I got it. I got a 12.
Okay, Cymer, if you want to figure out some random thing that that Roderick can somehow just take from your kit, feel free.
Cymer doesn't hold on to anything that isn't useful. The only thing, the only thing I have, other than like weapons, is it's down as like some personal possession. So I'll say it's a note of thank you from one of the kids in the town who I saved, and then the next one is my clerical emblem.
Well, there's a
he's
lot
got
of
a
stuff.
shite
There's a
crack.
lot of stuff that Chris has that Chris does not know that he has.
Okay,
yeah, that's true. Actually,
if you want to
steal
donate
some-
something, yeah.
I want to steal some like fossilized teeth or something.
yeah,
Whatever the fuck he
literally.
has.
I have an Ireena doll still too.
Oh,
that's
shit.
Yeah, I'm going for that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a bit creepy.
Let me. What
Oh yeah, maybe.
But we will say, Chris,
No.
you do see him take this doll, but I guess, I mean, he just grabs it, puts it in his bag real quick. So.
Excuse me, I got a 24.
Oh, you got a 24.
Didn't
Oh,
see
you
me.
don't. Oh
Yeah.
shit. Okay, you don't see it somehow. My
I
bad,
currently
did
have
not hear
0 Ireena dolls.
that. Whoa. Okay. So
You stole my Ireena doll.
that's fine. Yeah, where are we going?
Oh, far mines, but I guess towards Strad's house.
Yeah, wherever that bridge that we saw Strahd standing on is where Roderick is thinking.
Cool. I'm gonna blow this up so you guys can see it. Oh, why is it at the back?
Blow it up.
Man.
Oh,
no,
The bomb?
Oh,
Barovia
Bluey.
world map. So this can just get dragged all the way up to the top. Okay. You guys are in Berez. You can see that the bridge that you guys took is down by this. Why is it? It's down by this river here. So you could follow the river down conceivably, and then pick back up at that, and then hike back. The more direct route, realistically, is to walk towards Valaki. But it is up to you guys.
How do we follow the river down inconceivably?
shut the fuck up, actually.
I guess we go direct.
Yeah.
Direct route. I say we go toward Valaki
Mhm.
and over.
That's so true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
Wait. What?
So Valaki way.
Where are we going?
You
Valaki
guys,
way.
Valaki way. Back to the old Svalek road. Cool.
Oh, where are we heading?
you guys are going to.
Strad's house.
Are you going? Yeah. Do you want to go straight to Ravenloft? Do you want to kill time? It's up to you guys.
How much time do we have? How long ago was it?
You have a day, but like it's not like there's a time limit. There's a time limit for when you have to be there, but not like a day. He was like, be here in the next 3 days at some point, but he wasn't
Okay, but
like.
how many days has it been since we
Been two. Like this is the second night. So you could leave it. Yeah, I don't know why the map is German. Sorry.
You have to arrive there at some point tomorrow.
Yeah, either tonight or tomorrow.
Okay.
So
And you
you
want
can
to
go
go buy
tonight.
some holy water and steaks?
I love
the main
steak.
thing, the main thing I suppose, is that maybe we get a rest first, and then we just head straight
obviously,
to Ravenloft
that's big.
after we get our stuff.
Actually,
You have your stuff, so you're all good.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Nice. So back to Vallaki.
Yes. How long does that take us?
You'll get there like at night, but it's not that bad.
it's not that bad.
We know people in Vallaki.
Yes, that is where Joe lives.
Yes.
Oh, sleepover at Urwin.
Sleepover, gate crash.
Also, that's where that queen lives.
No queen.
Lady Vactor,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Burgomeister.
Oh
that
yeah,
you
we're
guys,
very welcome
yeah.
here.
New Burgermeister.
New Burgermeister.
We Shazammed into power.
Yes.
Alakazee, Alakazoo.
Alec.
Oh yeah, it's the new Burgermeister.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here on behalf of Lady Vactor, the Burgermeister.
Maybe we can ask the
'cause I know
burger.
loads
Can
of
we buy
nice
some-
people.
No. Okay. So, as you are walking, bum.
So is holy water just wine? Because
No.
it's been miracled, you know.
What?
What the?
Holy
Anyway.
water is water.
Oh, I see what he's trying to get at, but yeah.
Has bottles of wine. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. So you guys, yeah, you can make your way back to Vallaki. Not too much happens really. It's just a long, boring walk. You've as soon as you get back to the Svolek Road, you've kind of done that trek a couple of times already. But you get back to Vallaki and you can immediately change. See, you guys left here pretty much as soon as Lady Vactor got to power. And you can see that in the couple of days that you guys have been to Kresk, Berez, and you've kind of done the little tour that you've done, you can see that the gates to the town have been completely removed. There was kind of an airlock system in the past, but that's gone now. The sort of wooden walls that surround the town just have a gaping hole in them where the gates used to be, and you can see that round and about the place there's kind of there's axes and there's pieces of equipment that seem to show that maybe more of the wall might be taken down in the next couple of weeks. Who knows? But other than that, the town looks much the same. It's pretty dark. Everyone is in bed by now. So it is up to you where you guys want to go.
Ooh, so places open to the public. This is what we expected because she was relatively Strahd sympathetic.
She was.
Yeah, and then Strahd came and terrorized the town, and she's still doing it.
Yep.
That's wild. We go say hi anyway.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, let's go find Lady Doctor. I guess is she living in the same house she used to, or is she living in the Burgermeister's house? I guess we go to both and
The
see.
Burgomeister's house, you guys burned down. So
Not living there.
not
then.
that one.
Go to her house.
But her house was also pretty equivalent in terms of niceness.
Friendless.
Unless she's squatting.
It was
in
like
the
a
rock.
Grue mansion, though, wasn't it? It was like real dark and.
It was, yeah. I think it describes the facade as it's like peeling off kind of thing. You know, the whole facade is falling off the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let me get back to Vallaki here for a second.
Vallaki.
A Bolaki.
Blue, blue.
Blue.
So you guys can pull up. Same as last time. Her door is always bolted, and completely shut. But you know that there's that little thing next to the door where her assistant always opens it and sees who's there. So not much has changed that way. You guys are still gonna have to knock on the door and essentially see who's home.
Do the secret knock.
We do so.
Great. It takes a couple of minutes actually this time, but same as always. The little slides open, and this guy, you just see two eyes peering out at you, two fucking bleary eyes. This guy is tired.
Oh,
he goes, "Yes, who's there?"
I feel your brother.
Well, we're friends of Lady Doctor.
Friends of Lady Voctor. Wonderful. Do you want me to wake her up?
Ooh.
She's asleep. How important is this?
Well, if you could wake her up and maybe you could get
Some sleep.
Yeah.
You should have her to keep guard on the door.
Well, you know, I actually would have gotten some sleep, but whatever. I'll go get her.
He was like, I would have gotten some sleep if someone didn't knock
someone
at the
didn't
door.
knock on the fucking door. But yeah, the door swings open as he's walking past it, and you can, as the door opens, you guys can see him walking upstairs. You hear, like, in the distance, like upstairs, like, you know, like the parents shouting in the other side of the house kind of thing, like Lady Voctor, like, being like, "Why did we move?" And then Ernst being like, you know, you hear his voice responding, and then she goes, "Oh," and then you see her walking down the stairs, in her nightgown.
Oh, jammies.
Yep.
Gown of night.
This is my gown of night.
Cool. So she asks, "Oh, welcome back. It's been a little while since I've seen you. How can I help?"
Good. We're doing well. How are you? Are you sorry to disturb your sleep?
It's fine. I'm sure you have great reason. What's up?
So, we are going to meet Strahd.
You can see she actually sort of perks up at this, and she goes, "Oh, how did this come about?"
We were invited to dinner.
Very good. Very good.
So we were wondering if there is anything you would like us to leverage for Vallaki as his town, or any sort of requests on your behalf.
Well, I have messaged him this, but I have not yet received a response. So maybe if you could just let him know that the blood tax is back. As an offering to him. He should know this, but just let him know that, and put in a good word for me as well, please.
Blood tax. Contact. Can we get like internal context?
Cymer,
Do I remember this as sacrifices?
Cymer and Urwin can maybe roll history checks.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any other way, you guys.
Let me see now. Let me see. What's my history? Not great, but I will try. That's a yeah. I only got 11, so
11, okay. And Cymer?
not the strongest.
I was gonna say, isn't that like what's like the spell we abused last time? Guidance.
Oh yeah, I can just guidance you all.
Nice.
Yeah, guidance. I shoot you with guidance. I shoot you with guidance.
Cool. If you want to add guidance, whatever.
What is that again? It's a D6.
D4.
D4.
Cool.
So I got
So it's like one big guidance.
Oh, 15. Nice. Okay, that's actually great.
16.
Yeah.
Okay, you actually have different reasons for knowing this, but you both know it. So, the previous burgomaster had been ruling Vallaki for literally generations at that point. But through your connections with the church, Cymer, you know that before it was more of a Wild West in Vallaki. And essentially, to appease Strahd, in the past they used to allow vampires to come into the town once a month on any given day that Strahd gets to decide. He gets to pick out anyone in the town. He gets to take them. He gets to, feast on them. That's just the blood tax to keep him appeased. Essentially, when the new burgomaster's family came to power, their argument was like, well, it's not really appeasing anything. He can still do that whenever he wants, and that's why they took a lot more of a hardline stance.
Very
And
reasonable.
that is also the blood tax in the past was the reason, Urwin, that your whole family moved out to where the Wizard of Wines is now.
Oh, okay.
But again, generations ago, and kind of just Wallachian history that's pretty
Long,
much
long time.
forgotten to anyone that lives here nowadays normally.
Not anymore.
Yeah, clearly not anymore. They're going to
Uh-oh.
be pretty familiar with it pretty soon.
Whoa. I remember it. It happened yesterday.
Okay, so we obviously don't know because that's not going to be discussed out loud
No.
unless anyone wants to. But okay,
We
it's
can
like
share.
we can pass on that message. Yes,
And I would just
we're
like to
wondering
say congratulations. That is the highest honor that anyone can get in, I think, the whole land.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he loves us.
we greatly anticipate meeting him.
I think
And,
we
yeah,
have a
seeing what he
great
has to say.
relation.
You know, I think we're going to have a great dinner.
It's gonna be great.
He's also guaranteed us safety while we're there, so that's a bonus.
Guaranteed. For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. What could go wrong?
Guaranteed. With no catches. It's incredible.
Cool. Is that all you wanted to let me know? Great news.
Also, the town, the walls are coming down and everything. What
the
reasoning behind?
It's quite clear, I think, from the events of just a couple of days ago that it's not the walls that protect us. It's just not. We have had walls up for however many years now, and the vampires still got inside of them. Strahd is omnipotent. He's omniscient. He sees everything. He is everywhere. He can be wherever he wants. A couple of 10-foot high walls, not going to change that. So we can use them for firewood. Much, much better.
I mean, that's
isn't
pretty
there
relevant,
other stuff
isn't
that isn't vampires outside the town?
What about the wild beasts and such?
Yeah.
Yes, well, we'll have plenty of wood for reinforcing our houses as well then.
No, I mean, like, the walls were pretty useful.
Come on, Chris, let's go. We're not running this town.
It's good.
Yeah. Listen, it's my rule. I need to be seen to be making changes. It is quite clear as well that people weren't happy with how Vallaki was being run, so we're going to change that.
To be fair, the past Burgmaster was no good either, so...
Yep.
I did not say either.
I think, like, while she's a sympathizer, she's also us sympathizers, so it's better to have someone that likes you in power and likes your enemy.
Yeah, a kind of double agent of sorts. At least we kind of know what's.
I just shake her hand.
Yeah.
We are grateful for your continued support.
Thank you.
Oh,
Nice. Yeah. She looks.
do you might want to take a visit to this church? Maybe?
Oh yeah, yeah. Bring it on.
The church.
I'm loving all the very subjective moral compasses, guys.
You know, she's bad, but she's also not as bad.
It
So
is
that's
actually pretty
good.
grey. I don't know.
The lesser
I think
of
it
the
is
two
quite
evils.
grey. I don't think there is
Very
one in the
great
middle.
day, guys. It's
I actually do like it.
Yeah. I think it's interesting.
Okay.
There's no clear cut.
She'll also say, before you go, I understand that you have your own places to be. If you want, I have some food there. If you're hungry, if you need beds, I have beds there.
How
You're
lovely.
always welcome here.
Isn't
might
it
just
just
explore the town a little bit. We have some things to do, if that's okay.
Great, no problem. Enjoy your meal.
and it would be bad to be not full coming to Strahd's or to be full going to Strahd's with the best food you can get.
Oh, very good. Yes, just make sure to put in a good word with the town. Good word for me. Let us know. Let him know that we're there for him.
Of course.
Of course.
Valaki is here for you, Strahd.
Valaki is yours for the.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mine, but supports you.
okay, let's just go.
Yeah.
Anyway, bye.
Ciao.
Cool.
Okay, Church.
Sounds good.
If you want, it's only an option, but I just thought.
I mean, we were there for a little bit.
Cool. As you're walking around the town, I mean, you do get the sense that, like, even if the walls didn't really do anything, they definitely gave you more of a sense of security, and sort of the mist that is always there but is especially bad at night has like crawled its way in past them, and now pretty much every alleyway, every sort of corner of Valaki is filled with mist, and you can't help but get a shiver down your spine just having no idea what could possibly be around any corner.
That is done.
But you get to the church. Thankfully, due to your actions during the fight previously, you guys managed to reconsecrate the grounds. So this is actually one of the few places that you guys know to be safe in Valaki, at least from the vampires.
Vampires.
Not much has changed. It's still got the sort of same bulging, cracked stone walls, and the wrought iron fence that sort of lines the whole thing. Yeah.
Good.
Looking around inside, I mean, all the lights are off, and the doors are locked, but I'm sure you can get a way in if you want to have a look around.
Up to you, Cymer.
Oh, yeah, I don't mind. Sorry. I will take a look around. Do I have to like make a check?
No, I'd imagine you still have a key on your person. Yeah, you open it up. Still are no lights. Like, you'll have to go and sort of light the sconces if you want actual lights, but I mean,
The
it all
sconce.
still looks the same. Like a torch on the wall.
I haven't heard that word.
Oh,
Sorry.
really? Nice.
Yeah.
I've just been consuming like way too much fucking fantasy content.
Fantastic word.
That's good though.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. I'll use the item that I forgot was in my my matches and light the
Oh,
shells.
nice. There we go. Yeah. Lights were off. Nobody's home. Still seems like it's in good condition. Yeah, nothing's really changed.
Does anyone else want to have a look around?
No, I think all's good on my part. I was expecting to see any people around, but no one seems to be home.
Yeah, at this point it's kind of gotten pretty late. Like, you're probably creeping in on midnight after your whole hike back, and it kind of seems like any previous nightlife that Valaki has is kind of dead for the time being, at least. Until people get brave again.
Festivals, do they count as nightlife?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I don't know if dead was the right word to use there.
I think it's exactly the right word to use.
You
Like,
mean they've been
considering
killed?
this town did just have like a pretty horrific event where it was like 6 vampire spawn just let loose on the whole town. I think it's still taking a while. Like, that is even still taking its toll in terms of people don't want to be out in the streets right now.
Actually, do you reckon they're still here?
Who knows?
Shite, I don't know.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
If it's like 3 of them, we could take them, I'd say.
But they're very powerful. We couldn't take 2 of them.
They are scary.
And they're scary.
I guess we're a higher level now than we were then. We're like 2
Yeah.
levels higher, aren't we?
I do not remember. You guys have not gotten a level up in a while, to be fair.
Yeah,
but I
from what
presume-
these days.
Presume still you were higher. Or sorry,
That's
lower.
crazy. That's so weird. What's up with that?
Yeah, man. Like,
You guys
Well, there's
just
achievement
you know,
based, isn't it? We have to do
yeah,
things to level
maybe
up.
if you actually like did some things, I'd be able to award them. But you know, if you just keep losing fights, I mean, it's out of my hands.
And this game is fucking impossible.
meanwhile,
Actually,
the fights.
you did fight Winter
like-
Splinter, so that's at least one level. I don't
Yeah,
know.
true.
Yes.
Oh, should we
That
level
was a
up?
whole shenanigan.
No, you do not
Yeah,
level
level
up.
up. Oh, so we level up now. Let's go.
Okay, well, say you make it back to the Blue Water Inn, which is obviously the pub in Valaki. Again, lights are off. Urban, you actually see that there's a sorry we're closed sign up, which is pretty new, and the windows have also been boarded up since the last time you were here.
Damn.
Wow.
Jesus. Crack is gone from here.
Yeah, for real.
No crack.
No crack. Yeah. So your guys' guest bedrooms, presume it's the same ones you were always in. So you can take those, and you guys can take a long rest, unless there's anything anyone else wants to do.
Hell yeah.
Oh, when I'm like in bed, like with the covers over me,
Okay.
I'm gonna take out the Ireena doll
Okay.
and take out 8 nails, like hammer nails that I had.
You're gonna voodoo doll.
I'm gonna like pin cushion the
What did I
Ireena
do
doll.
to you to deserve that? Oh my
Okay, let me
goodness.
get 60-10.
Oh, no way.
Could you imagine? Okay, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So
Oh, you're being serious.
you guys are also in shared rooms. So whoever's in the room with Roderick, whoever unfortunate soul that is, it just
We
sees
rolled to
Roderick
do
just
it.
playing under the cushions, covers,
That'll probably be
just
me. And I'd
making
probably be
noises
like,
to himself. God
like,
knows.
wait a minute. Isn't that? Oh, wait. That's so cool.
Hey, it's not my fault, Jimmy. It is.
Isn't that my? Oh, it looks cool.
Yes, yeah. Blinsky dolls are great. I love Blinsky
Blinsky.
dolls.
Not
He's no
Blinsky.
fun. He's no Blinsky.
I don't understand that saying still.
Yeah, I think it just doesn't make sense. I think it's meant to be like the same broken English, but
I don't think it's meant to make like it's not that deep. It's just like a Blinsky doll is fun, basically.
yeah. But
Yeah,
it's
but it
it's
literally says it's not fun.
is no yeah.
No,
well, it's
it's
no
no
fun.
If it's not fun,
Comma.
it's not Blinsky.
If
Yeah,
you have no Blinsky doll, you can't have fun, basically.
Yeah. Also, they have not found the lich yet, so who knows? Yeah.
Let's get him.
Cool.
I love
You guys can get to sleep.
Dinox's
Lich.
message in the Twitch. It's
Yeah,
fucking
that's what I'm
accurate as
referring
fuck.
to.
Bro,
It's not my
We'll
fault.
just
It's
spoil-
the module's fault.
Oh.
shut the fuck.
Just spoil the lich.
I'm joking. There is no lich.
Lich fight.
You know,
There's no lich.
I would
'cause
fight a
there's-
lich
there's-
right now if we forgot to level up for it. Like,
There's no
Yeah, you
lich
give him a
'cause
go.
there's a demi lich instead.
Isn't a demi
Yeah.
lich just a skull?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
skull with like diamond
Crystals.
eyeballs. Yeah.
Weird. Cool.
How is that weird? Out of all the shit in this game.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like when it's a real thing but edited, it's almost weirder than just like a beholder or something.
True.
Like, who put the diamond in the eyes? Anyway,
that's so crazy,
I'm
man.
sure that it's like fully explaining the lore, and I'm just making a fool of myself. But
Hey, you're just a goose.
cool. Yeah, you guys sleep, and morning comes around. What are we doing? Thoughts?
Morning
Plan.
prayer.
Continue our quest. Actually,
Checking the shop early.
I'm just gonna confirm with Cymer that there's nowhere I can get this goddamn motherfucking yellow wizard book checked out because there's writing in it that nobody can understand, and I'm really pissed off.
What language is it?
It's
Or do you-
wizard language.
What's it? Okay, so okay. This is this like an actual conversation we're having? We're just like, it's wizard language. Read it.
Well, I'm not asking you specifically to read it. I'm just asking, is there anyone that you know who would be able to read this in the town?
Oh, wizard language, I don't know.
Paul,
And
can I ask if
how do bard spells work?
Bard spells. What do you mean?
I
Yeah,
just
I just do the flute and I do the thing.
Shoot the flute and I like think
that-
about things.
It works.
But is that the class where you have all the spells that you just need to prepare?
Yeah.
During a
No,
long
no, no.
rest.
It's not prepared. No, I have to like know them, which is
Okay, never
very
mind.
annoying. Unless I level
Tunes,
up, I can
songs.
switch them around when I level up according to like the new.
Because comprehend languages is a bard spell.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but that's speak, isn't it? As hear, or can you read with comprehend language? I don't know.
whatever.
Anyway.
Understand any written language that you see.
Ah.
Um,
Well, I don't have that spell, so
nice.
can we see if it's a language that any of us know?
Yeah, roll. You can roll investigation. I mean, Chris at advantage, I suppose, because you're being helped by Cymer.
Yay!
Chris, guidance.
Chris advantage,
Oh,
and I'll
yeah.
guidance myself.
We-
Let's go.
No, Chris. We both high five and guidance.
You can't guidance yourself.
Oh, okay.
Guidance
So
he's
Cyril
guidancing me.
guidance me.
Actually, I think you might be able to.
Guidance.
Yeah, it just
It's-
has range of
it's-
touch.
Yeah, it's a willing creature that you touch.
Yes, me too.
I'm willing to touch myself.
Guidance.
I knew
First
someone was going to say that.
roll. Yes. What's my investigation?
Ew, that's gross.
Pretty good. 18. Second roll, not as good. So 18.
Not as good.
So just by like actually taking the time to flick through this book and properly look through it, even yourself, you can tell that it's written like in a code. Like it's a wizard spellbook. A wizard has written this for himself to understand. So you don't even like recognize if it is a language or if it is just, like a made up thing that this guy.
Oh man!
You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like he's written
Like
these spells
That one wizard guy
so
that
that
we're
he
looking
understands them, so that because he's learned them.
It's a cipher.
So yeah, essentially it's a cipher. Yeah.
You need the code word.
So you don't even know who would be able to figure this out, other than whoever used to own this.
I think it's the crazy wizard that they were talking about up at the lake.
We have to find him anyway.
At some point.
Not that we have the time anymore, but oh well.
How about Chris and I go off on a wacky, crazy
Yeah.
adventure?
Yeah.
Let's split the party. Yeah.
Yeah.
Party.
Yeah, half of them don't turn up to Strahd's house.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Urwin,
We
as
literally
you
did none of the stuff that the fucking the person told us to do. You know that person.
like wine.
there could be a lot of options here.
You know that one that like told us futures.
Oh yeah. Lol.
Fortune teller.
We
Oh,
had
yeah,
one.
yeah,
We found
yeah,
one. The
yeah.
pirate dude with the monkey.
You've
Oh,
actually
yeah.
there's actually two. You guys also
The
found
the ghost room thing.
Yeah, the Tome of Strahd.
Yeah.
Who
with the
actually has
book.
that? Who actually has that book?
Oh.
Or is it just
I
party generally?
definitely don't,
If
yeah.
not, someone should claim that.
I thought it was.
Come on.
Ireena.
Thought it was
Alexi Mayer would have it.
It could be Aaron.
Oh
you?
god.
Well, if it was
Oh,
Aaron,
could
then
be.
it'll have been dumped with your stuff, and someone can have picked it up. So
Yeah. Okay.
I'll take it.
I'll go for it,
Oh.
Chris.
I'm a bit of a hoarder anyway, so.
nice. Urwin, as you come downstairs, you see your wife Danica, who's kind of surprised to see you, and she goes, "Oh, I thought I heard someone come in last night, but I wasn't sure. Welcome home, Urwin."
Yes, we're back, my darling. Crystals, not good so far.
Oh, so
Yes.
the winery is not back up and running?
Well, we got the one crystal back, didn't we?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
that's all we have so far. The third one we have no idea. We don't really have any leads as to where it could be. And then the second one was guarded by Demami.
Damn, me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I basically kind of explained that to her. I'm like, yes, we had trouble getting the second gem. We know
Well-
where it is, but it's been held over our heads.
Well, when can we expect the next shipment of wine then, Urwin?
They had it up and running somewhat, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So so there should be a shipment soon, but it's kind of lackluster wine, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any port in a storm?
I believe you guys said like quick run to get this next gem, and then we'll come back and help you deliver it.
Yes. Yeah. We did do that, but things have become
Yeah, got
complicated.
distracted, but yeah, it is pretty much ready to go.
Yeah. Okay.
And she essentially goes, we're completely dry. We have nothing to serve the customers. Whatever
Yes.
customers are left.
Well, there is something on the way. I can't promise that it will be very good quality, but it's the
Okay,
best we
okay.
can do at the moment.
I'm sure they'll take anything that they can get.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I could like send off a crow or something to kind of deliver the message of like what happened with us in the
Yeah.
swamp, and just to deliver it to my my cousin.
By all means, you definitely have Circle of the Feather or whatever your
Yeah.
thing is. You definitely have
Sure.
connections that will help to deliver.
Yes. I will do that.
Oh, thank you.
Where is it? Let me see. Shape changer. And birds of a feather.
I now have passed
Right.
it.
I suppose maybe like I'll go outside and see if I can find a raven and just animal handle it.
Great. Let's try the animal handling check then.
Yes.
There's
Handle that
pretty much
animal.
always just an absolute horde of ravens just up on your roof.
I'm like, hey guys.
Yeah,
Wish.
which is kind of funny that no one ever like questions it, but
They're just like, oh, I guess I don't know. There's a lot
yeah,
of
they
food
just
around
just
here.
like that one for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I have advantage on animal handling with ravens, so I'm
Alright.
gonna go for that. I don't even think my animal handling is particularly great. But it's just 0, but you know, whatever. Advantage will help. It's
The suspense.
He's taken a long time to add 0 to that roll.
Okay, so the suspense is killing me. Anyone else doing anything in the meantime?
Your mom.
Like you have the day to spend, or you can pretty much go whenever you want.
How long does it take to get there?
If you were walking, again, like same as everything, probably like 3, 4, or 5 hours. But
Oh.
I say we go sooner rather than later, but yeah.
Yeah, good idea.
cool.
If anybody
Mine
wants to,
isn't-
if anyone
Yeah,
wants to
actually-
shop before we
yeah.
go.
Because if we get there and it's nighttime, I would feel less comfortable.
hello.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
So I was about to roll the dice, and I pulled my elbow back and hit the side of my computer. And I think it restarted,
Nice.
which is
Nice.
not a good sign.
Rolled an IRL nat one.
But I think it's okay. I hope. I mean, it's
Yes.
working now.
Well, you're back quick, so it can't be
Yeah.
that broken.
Yeah, it can't be fecked anyway. Hopefully,
That's fine.
anyway,
IRL one with
What
the
was
I got it.
bonfire
I got a
plus
17.
one.
Cool.
So,
So, what is the message that you are sending?
more or less, like I'm sending it to my cousin. I forget his name. I'm sorry. And I'm basically going like, I know it started with D. It was like
Dennis.
Dennis. Yeah.
Davia.
Yes.
That was close.
And so
Like, because it started with D?
it started with D. I was about to say Declan for some reason. That doesn't sound right
Davis.
either. Davis.
Okay.
So I'm basically just saying like we tried looking for the crystal, we kind of got a lead on it, and we managed to locate it, but ran into some trouble along the way with the mammy of Strahd
Nice.
and almost died.
Yep.
And now this is what's going on. So,
But we lived,
but we actually lived. Ergo,
and we have a mission, and we may die.
yeah.
But that is a sacrifice we're willing to make.
Okay, the raven.
Sacrifice I'm willing to make.
The raven nods and flies off towards the direction of the wizard lines.
God.
Cool. Any other preparations before the dinner?
Ooh, we're dining this evening. I'll be back in just a second.
No, all good. I don't think.
I don't think so, no.
Okay, we will just fast forward then.
Yeah.
Probably like mid-afternoon, you guys are ready to go.
Quick question.
Yep.
This is like something I'm asking the party as Chris, even though it's kind of metagaming, but it's not really. But like, I can't change it anyway right now. But which would be more useful in the future fights? A big teleportation or polymorph?
Ooh, good question.
Polymorph would be funny.
But big teleportation is pretty
It's
goddamn
very
useful.
yeah. How many people can you teleport? Can you teleport the whole party, or are we going to be stuck with someone left behind, basically?
Hold on, let me just.
But
I
That
can
would be
bring
great.
one person with me up to 300 feet.
Nice.
He just has to do trips.
yeah, over and back with your highest spell slot. I would probably say polymorph then. It's only if it's not able to like get the party out of trouble. What's the real point?
Yeah. Fair. I mean, currently I have Dimension Door, the teleportation went down.
Oh, it's great spell.
Next level, I can switch it up.
Hello.
Switch it up.
Cool.
it up.
Switch it up.
Anyway, task at hand.
I would say as you guys exit the gates of Valaki, but there are no gates of Valaki.
Yeah.
So
The best.
you guys head outside.
Fields of Valaki. Oh,
You look to your left and to your right. On both sides, I mean, the mist, you cannot see the whole length of the road, obviously. But to your left, you can see just on the border between the mist and the road sits a black carriage.
No.
That sounds familiar.
Yep.
We
Let's
got it.
go. We got a chauffeur.
You do.
It's very nice, isn't it?
Epic.
Pretty cushy.
Jump in.
Yeah, I say we just approach and jump in.
It
He
essentially
promised
turns
safety.
the 5-hour hike to like a 5-minute carriage. So
5 minutes. This is one speedy boy carriage.
you get into this carriage. Strangely, I mean there are horses at the front, but there is no driver. But as soon as you get into this carriage, it goes like the clappers, and you've seen it before. Like when it drove past you outside Death House, it went like incredibly fast into the mist and then just disappears.
Yeah.
So essentially, you see the road pass you in like in double time. So
as fast as we've ever traveled as well.
yeah, literally. And as soon as you get into it, you see that. I mean, it was a pretty nice morning, but there are dark clouds that are beginning to form, just around in the sky above you. And by the time that you get to the castle, these you guys cross a drawbridge, and into this sort of large front courtyard inside the walls of Castle Ravenloft, and these dark clouds have, they've turned into an actual storm. So thick cold fog swirls in this courtyard. Sporadic flashes of lightning lance the weeping clouds overhead as thunder shakes the ground. Through the drizzle, you see torch flames fluttering on each side of the keep's open main doors. Warm light spills out of the entrance, flooding the courtyard. High above the entrance is a round window with shards of broken glass lodged in its iron frame. But standing in the doorway is a tall, thin man who just stands there and watches as you guys approach.
Yeah.
Wave at him.
He raises one hand. He doesn't move wave, but he holds up a hand saying hello.
Nice.
I was like, yeah, we eagerly anticipate our dinner with His Majesty,
Lord.
His Lordship, His Stradness.
Very good. My name is Rahadin. I'm the Chamberlain and assistant to Lord Strahd von Zarovich. He will be ready for you shortly, but I presume you got the invitation that this is a formal dinner.
Oh, we're not dressed very nice, are we?
Oh shit.
Yeah, he looks at you, and you guys kind of look yourselves up and down in these blood-stained, dirty, ragged adventuring clothes that have done a couple of weeks in Barovia at this point. I mean, you guys are literally straight out of the swamp as well. You have fucking toads still in your pockets, and I mean standing amongst you as well.
Hey.
Very good.
What's that supposed to mean?
And he says, "This simply won't do." He looks around, and he kind of snaps his fingers, and you see a sort of a younger man, a fairly handsome guy. He's got vampire fangs that are outside of his mouth, not outside of his mouth, inside of his mouth, obviously. He comes over, and he says, "Come with me. We'll get you cleaned up. We'll get you new clothes. Just come inside. Come inside. Out of the rain." Okay.
Did you do that?
So, this is the problem because these maps. Okay. This module is great, but they decided to draw the entirety of Castle Ravenloft in isometric view.
Oh no.
Oh, wow.
God.
So, I can show it to you guys on my wall. You can see it here. The whole thing is in isometric, which just makes it very difficult to actually have any idea how things line up.
Yeah.
But it's fine. It is fine. And they're really
They
pretty
should have
maps.
done better in DCG, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, real.
Axonometric would have done nicely. We've really gotten the whole.
Okay. So.
It should be drawn in fisheye
Merry
lens.
Christmas.
Oh.
The castle should have been drawn in fisheye lens.
No, absolutely
Yeah.
not. That is literally the only thing that could possibly
And upside down.
Oh yeah, so the sort of handsome young guy introduces himself as Escher, and he says, "Come with me, we'll get you cleaned up." So he brings you through a couple of hallways. So at the entry hall, the ornate outer doors of the castle hang open, flanked by fluttering torches and iron sconces. 20 feet inside the castle is a second set of doors. And as you approach them with Escher, the doors suddenly swing open, revealing a grand hall filled with the sound of organ music. He takes you to the right. He takes you down, another hallway, and then to the right, up 2 sets of spiral stairs, into which you enter a guest lounge. So, then, as thunder shakes the tower, heavy beams groan under the weight of the ceiling. 3 ornate lanterns hang by chains from these beams, each casting a dim glow. The curved west wall is fitted with 3 windows of leaded glass and steel lattice work. A bookcase sits on the east wall between 2 doors. Plush, overstuffed chairs and couches are placed about the room, but the fabric is faded with age, and the pattern it depicts are nearly gone. You see over by the windowsill, looking out into the storm, and whatever lies beyond, you see another sort of fairly young woman, probably mid-20s. She looks to you guys with sort of these piercing blue eyes. And Escher says, "Okay, so, who wants to go first?"
I think we're all going as a group.
Well, just to get cleaned up. We'll take you into the other room. There's no bath run, but we'll use prestidigitation. We'll get you cleaned up. If any of you guys want to help out, feel free. But we'll do it one at a time. You know, we don't
Oi.
invade you guys' privacy.
Oi.
Oi. No looking now.
Okay,
Here.
sounds good. We just all line up, will we, in a random order?
Yeah.
So,
Front and center.
who's going first?
Me.
Okay, cool.
Get cleaned up.
He looks at you. He's, oh, you're a young one. Come on.
Chris is probably the stankiest I'd say of all. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
just-
The nasty crevices that he puts.
Just
yeah.
generally, yeah. So he brings you into a separate room that has a sort of a big bed on it, and they get you cleaned up, and laying on the bed are like a number of sets of really nice fancy clothing. So if you want to describe what clothing kind of you think Chris is gonna wear here, it's spot on to what you would like. And what's probably even creepier is that it fits you perfectly. These are the best fitting clothes you've ever seen, if you want to describe what they look like.
Whoa.
You know, Django Unchained.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know that's like weird suit he wears with frills on his neck.
Oh,
Blue
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, it's like the blue like kind of puffy.
Yeah, the
one.
blue,
Yeah,
the blue
yeah,
puffy
yeah,
thing
yeah.
with that.
With the little berries and cream.
That exactly.
Yeah.
Nice.
Damn, nice. Fancy little boy.
Yeah,
Fancy
so
little boy.
it takes you a couple of minutes. Just as Escher just casts prestidigitation pretty much all over you, gets you cleaned up, gets you the new clothes. He says, "There's a closet just over there. You can leave whatever stuff in there. I have to assure you, you'll get all of it back. Don't you worry."
They don't want to keep that, to be fair.
Yeah, yeah. He actually will say as much. He'll be like, "To be honest, I don't want to ever touch that again." So,
Is that without armor that I am now?
yes.
I don't think he'll renege on his promise.
And Escher
I
will say,
wouldn't be that worried.
actually, it's probably best that you all hear this. And he comes back out and he says, so we've run into a little bit of an issue. You guys, listen, it's a formal dinner. I know that you've been promised that no harm will come to you. Just no harm will come to you. But it's a formal dinner. You can't have swords and armor. It doesn't make sense.
I see.
So I'm going to have to... Listen, they'll be in here. You can come up here whenever you want. You can take them. Whenever you want to leave, you're more than welcome to leave. You're not prisoners here, so don't worry about it, guys.
That lovely.
I'm gonna put a dagger in my shoe anyway.
If you want to roll stealth or sleight of hand to
A
hide up.
bone dagger that I happen to have for no reason.
What happens if he gets caught concealing the dagger?
We'll find out. won't we?
Yes,
It's an
we'll find
accident, I swear, guys. It's an accident. Oh, there's a dagger. Oh, no way. How did that get there?
What did you roll?
Oh no.
I got a 15.
15. Okay, and so that means I need to roll perception.
Yeah.
Yes.
dude.
Okay. Escher does not notice. Escher is actually too busy oogling up Urwin.
Oh, oh my.
And he goes,
Oogling.
yeah,
Kind of-
oogling, like quite clearly. With like this guy failed the perception check so bad. He's not even hiding it. He's
I'm
like,
I'm kind of getting nervous. I'm like,
yeah. He's like, hey, big guy, you want to go next?
Can I actually... I'm going to ask him, can I keep my flute and I can accompany the dinner with
Yeah, he'll
some
say
nice
absolutely. Yeah.
music.
In fact, I imagine that your clothing actually has some kind of like pouch or bag or something sort of
Or the flute.
involved in the costume that is actually for your flute.
Oh, let's go. Yeah, true.
So bougie.
Cool. So he asks Erwin, hey, big guy, you want to go next?
I kind of reluctantly, I'm like, I suppose so, yeah. And I step forward then.
Cool. Same thing. You get prestidigitation. There's a set of clothes lying there for you.
Okay. Very nice.
And he goes, "Hey, I like your accent. Where's your accent from?"
I hailed from Valaki.
Oh, lovely town, lovely town. I love it there. Great people, handsome people, beautiful people.
Yes,
Jesus, are the woo guys coming out?
I have a wife, though.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Oh shit!
So, if you want to describe the clothing that has been picked out for you, feel free.
Has it been picked out? Like,
Yeah. So, like, all of the way, I don't know how to, like, there's no way for me to describe it for you guys. So, like, all of these outfits have been laid out specifically for each of you. But, like, I'm not gonna say that this is your favorite character, your character's favorite clothing. So, like,
yeah, okay.
you guys get to decide that.
I really want to say that it's like, that it's like, you know, like when you see like 80s movies, and they're like, and it's like all like the working out dudes, and they have like those shorts with like the little lines on them, and like a crop top that like goes all the way up, just to show off the muscles. It's just like these really short shorts. No, I would say that. I would say it's probably something more akin to like kind of a lumberjack look. Like
yeah, I think Escher would enjoy that, but this is also, they're like the fancy clothes. They're like for the formal dinner, so.
Yeah, like it's a nice kind of like shirt, but it's
Might have different clothes for afterward.
Oh yeah, he's like, yeah, we'll wear those later, man.
Perhaps. Yeah, I suppose just kind of like work pants almost kind of, but like dressed up in a way.
Nice, yeah. They're like black silk kind of.
Yeah.
You know, they're fancy. They're still bougie.
Exactly.
Great. And I presume, all of you guys are fine with leaving off your weapons, your armor, or whatever.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
I got
this covered. I'm actually, apart from the armor, I'm still just as kitted out as I need to be for combat.
Yeah. Nice.
You'll need your focus though, won't you? You'll need to keep your flute on you.
Yeah, that's what I just did.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I asked to keep my flute, and he was like, "Yeah, sure, music and all."
Oh, whatever, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So, we'll go to Roderick next.
Okay.
You go in the room with Escher. Escher's like, "Oh wow, I haven't tried one of you guys before. What are you?"
See, like,
I am what's known as a knight.
A knight what? You cut out for me.
He just said a knight.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's two kind of like main images that come up when you look up Urwin Martikov, and like there's this one, and like he, you know, like decently handsome enough, and then there's like, where's the other one? There's like this guy. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. And it's like a holy shit! Like what a fucking.
What the hell? I have never seen that in my life. I can assure you that is in none of the printed material. That is how Escher sees you. That is how Escher sees you.
Yeah.
It's like Giga Chad, like jaw.
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah, he's got that.
He got the Giga Chaz nose.
Angles.
Yeah. Jesus. Full head of hair and all.
He's got the perfect brow lift.
Yeah.
Okay, so Escher will say, "Well, I was talking about the fact that you're, green and scaly, but damn, a knight is cool. You wear all that shining armor. I love a man in uniform."
I'm in like jet black armor. It like doesn't reflect any light at all. Like it's like
okay.
When people are like, "This is the darkest black that's ever been scientifically created," it's like that's the kind of and it's just like splattered in mud and blood.
Yeah. I don't think it matters to him. He's like cool. So what is laid out for you?
Thinking it's like the full on like 3-piece with the like the undercoat, the vest,
Nice.
the like twin tailed jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Top hat.
Oh, yeah.
Cane.
Top hat and
like,
cane.
Yeah, red bow tie. You know
I'm
the
pretty
frog.
Sure there's
you
a
know
Kermit meme about that where he's wearing that.
You know the frog from Looney Tunes who's like doing like the can with the cane and is
Oh,
like
yeah.
taking off his
Okay.
top hat and stuff. Yeah, that's the kind of outfit.
Amazing.
The twin-tailed like jacket, the two like trailing peaks
Yeah. Yeah.
jacket. Yeah,
Nice.
fully.
Okay, great. Cool. Who is next? Ireena? Cymer?
Ireena, yeah, I can go. So I'm like not into the whole style thing very much
Nice.
on the front,
Yeah.
but underneath it all, I want to be in the tightest corset in like the freaking, the literally the dresses that go in and out, full on hourglass.
Okay.
Jesus. Like
And,
breaking
like,
your spine.
I think it's a great idea, and then it starts getting on me, and I'm like, oh Jesus.
Yeah. And I think there's
Um,
also like these kind of strange undertones here where Strahd is the one that has picked out all of these sets of clothes, and to like have it so that you are super like objectified is kind of
Yeah,
pretty
really nasty.
pretty on topic.
And my neck is notably very showing.
Nice.
Something like that.
Nice. Great. Escher will say, I do think you're very beautiful, but I know better than to flirt with you, so.
Yeah, you would.
Great. And Cymer, unless you want to describe any further, but what
No,
color
I'm
is the
okay.
dress at least?
Oh, the dress. It is a deep purple shade.
Lovely. Very
There's an-
royal.
There's an image
Yeah,
here of Davian, but it's literally just Reinhardt. Like,
Yeah, David is Reinhardt. Yeah, he kinda
yeah,
is.
like Jesus.
Nice. Oh wow, that fully is Reinhardt.
Yeah,
Okay.
legit. Yeah, it says Davian. Good.
It definitely is just Reinhardt art that someone has been like, oh, that could be Davian Martikov.
Yeah.
That is Reinhardt. There's no way that's not
No,
Reinhardt.
there's no way that's coincidence.
Scar in the same place, everything.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And Cymer, you're the last one.
To describe what I'm wearing or what's
Yeah,
laid
so
out.
there's been like fancy clothes laid out for you. So if you just want to describe what Cymer's like ideal fancy clothes would look like.
Probably like a very like idealized like version, like so something like kind of obnoxious. I guess like a white shirt with a waistcoat. Maybe one arm is red. And do you know those like the thing that like Captain Rex wears? In, like,
Oh, yeah.
the camas. I think
Oh
it is.
yeah, cool.
Is that it?
The skirt
With that,
thing.
yeah, something like that. But except it wraps around a bit wider.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So. Oh, also, I meant to do this earlier. Ireena, if you want to roll a perception check, I guess, or
Sure.
history, either one, whichever you'd prefer.
Okay. I will roll a. Oh, where's history? Perception, please.
Great.
It is an 11. Rolls have not been great today.
You can. Okay, the other girl in the room who's been deathly quiet this whole time. You feel like you know her from somewhere, but you cannot place her. You don't know.
Oh.
But something about her is familiar somehow. But I think that concludes that. Unless you guys have anything else you want to do before dinner starts.
Don't think so.
Not really.
Okay.
Oh,
Not really.
Uh,
I'm hungry.
What?
I want to. Not yet.
Okay. Cool. So, with that, Rahadin once again appears outside the door of this room, knocks on the door, and says, "The Lord is ready, whenever you are. Follow me."
What time would it be now?
It's actually it's already dark, but you can't really tell if that's because it's nighttime or because of the absolutely horrific storm that has brewed up outside.
Oh.
You know, when it's so horrible, it's almost like it's actually hard to tell. Because this land is always pretty dark, but without, with all the clouds, all the lightning, all the rain obscuring everything, and the mist that's super close again, it's kind of, difficult to properly gauge. Cool. So you guys head back downstairs, and you can arrive at the dining hall. If I can find it again.
In isometric.
In isometric, of course, naturally, because everything has to be. Okay.
I mean, naturally.
3 enormous crystal chandeliers brightly illuminate this magnificent chamber. Pillars of stone stand against dull white marble walls supporting the ceiling. In the centre of the room, a long, heavy table is covered with a fine white satin cloth. The table is laden with many delectable foods, and places are set for each of you with fine, delicate china and silver. At each place is a crystal goblet filled with an amber liquid with a delicate, tantalizing fragrance. At the centre of the far east wall, between floor-to-ceiling mirrors, stands a massive organ. Its pipes blare out a thunderous melody that speaks in its tone of greatness and despair. Seated at the organ, facing away from you, a single caped figure pounds the keys in raptured ecstasy. The figure suddenly stops, and as a deep silence falls over the dining hall, he slowly turns towards you. This is, of course, Count Strahd von Zarevich. And he says, "Good evening. I bid you welcome to my castle. Sit. It is time for us to eat."
Hello.
It
It is an honor.
is my pleasure, Ireena. He gestures to the table. If you guys want to say where you guys want to sit, he's going to sit at the head of the table. To his right and left are 2 females you do not know. And then there's 2 on one side and 1 on the other. And then Escher sits down next to the one. So it's Strahd and then 4 people. And then space for you guys.
I'll sit in kind of like the back corner, the back right. Next to the kind of other head of the table, I suppose.
Cool.
The other end.
Yep.
I'll sit between Escher and Urwin if they're on the same row. Just keep them apart. We don't want anything shenanigans happening.
Keep an eye on my whatever.
Yeah.
On the other side.
Okay. Everyone is seated. And as you are all sitting down, he says, "So, have you enjoyed your time in Barovia?"
I mean, I've lived here my whole life, so.
That is
No.
true. And as for our visitors, Chris, Roderick, how have you been enjoying it, say, so far?
Very welcome. You're very welcoming. I love these clothes that you picked out for us.
Thank you. I do try my best. I do. As you will see this evening, we have got an amazing meal lined up, all prepared by our wonderful chefs in the kitchens down below. So tell me about yourselves. Chris, where did you grow up?
I don't know.
I was drunk.
I think I grew up in the Feywild. I don't remember much.
In the Feywild? How exotic! And And how was that there? Did you have family? Did you have friends?
I think so.
Oh, you must remember.
Probably. Well, I can play flute now, so I must have been important, right?
Oh yes, your flute. Very impressive. Very impressive for such a young boy. The skills that you have. You know, I brought you here this evening to celebrate you all on some of your recent achievements. The fight at Winter Splinter, amazing stuff. The changes you made to Valaki, very respectable. I think
Queen there, spleen there.
cause for
Lady
celebration.
Vactor
I
says
must say.
hi.
Oh, Lady Vactor. How cute. So, as food begins to arrive, right, and he goes, "Oh, how rude! I must introduce everyone. I believe you have met Escher. He is one of my latest to the collection. The others, these are my wives. This is Ludmila, Anastasia, and Volenta.
Damn, all right.
Yeah. Each
And
of
so
them.
is Escher just like his like attendee, or is he like also in on the whole relationship?
He will. He'll say, Escher is my current lover.
Oh, okay, cool. Just so long as he is yours, and not mine.
Escher gives you a wink across the table.
Oh, wink.
Great. Also in the room, you can see that Rahadin is standing next to the door, just watching to make sure everything goes smoothly to begin. On each side of the door, there's two guards. There's one guy that's like super broad, gigantic. He's this halberd held across. And then there's another one who is like slightly smaller, comparatively to this like 8 foot tall, gigantic guy. Got blonde hair, and there doesn't seem to be any like weapons showing. Like there's no swords or anything like on their hips. So, but the two of them are also standing by, and the food is all being delivered by sort of a young woman in these like pretty tattered, old-looking clothes, which is kind of strange for the castle, but as one of the servants, I guess she doesn't get as much respect. And she delivers a bowl of lobster bisque to everyone. I don't know what bisque or bisque. I don't know what that is, but some kind of lobster soup, I believe.
Smooth, creamy, highly seasoned soup.
There we go.
Yeah, it's good.
So there's a bowl of that for everyone. Each of you have a glass of wine. You see that the food is delivered to everyone, but as you guys, I presume you. Actually, I'll leave it up to you. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I'll horse into that. That's quite good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, great. It is delicious. Super, super nice food. And wine. Urwin, you recognize the wine. This is from your family's winery. And you can tell it's the Red Dragon Crush. It's the more expensive bottle, obviously.
Damn. Yeah, he just kind of gets what he wants, I guess.
Yeah.
Whenever.
Yep. So that's where we are. And he says, I hope the last number of days have not been too challenging ever since your great successes at Winter Splinter. I haven't heard too much from you, or seen too much from you.
Ooh.
What have you been up to?
We were helping out the winery. We had a good time. Just kind of exploring, looking around for crystals. No luck yet, but we believe the way
very
we'll
good,
find.
very good. Urwin, you must let me know when the winery is back up and running. Our stocks are depleting, but...
Yes, well, at the moment we are trying to find means of returning the winery back to its old stage of production and its old stage of quality. Currently, wine is still being produced, but to a much lower standard than we would like.
Okay, very good. Well, I'm sure you know this already, but Just the finest quality for Castle Ravenloft. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Eh? Like that.
And
Yes.
tell
Yeah.
me, of the future, what is next in Barovia for you guys? I'm interested to know.
We're gonna kill you, bitch. No, I do not say that. But
Well, something is happening to nature here, and we'd like to get to the bottom of it. Or it is becoming corrupt some way.
I see. I do not know much of this myself. Perhaps I could bring you out and you could show me sometime, Ireena.
Ooh! Blushes.
Dead
I
idea. New dead idea. Go around, look at the corruption.
I mean, I personally think that our last little excursion went pretty well.
You could say that.
I could.
Oh, that brings me to something. Your home city.
Indeed.
What became of it?
It has been a long time since I've been there. You see, where I grew up, I grew up and my father was a powerful man. He was the king, King Barov. And, well, I grew up under him, and when he eventually passed, I took his place. And our struggles and our fights in the land brought us to Barovia, this beautiful valley which I now call home. Through a number of events that were beyond my control, I became stuck and have not been able to return home for several hundred years now. But not to worry, this land is more than enough for me, and well, I have enjoyed being its ruler.
Side point to Paul directly.
Mhm.
Didn't we, when we were going to Wintersplinter, didn't we see the city like in ruins or something?
Yes, so you saw, when you went alone with him, you saw these
Yeah.
beautiful towers, and
Yeah.
like this like gleaming city. But when you guys went back to fight Wintersplinter, you saw these like ominous black shadows, clouds,
Whoa.
beings floating in the mist.
yeah.
And do you know if anything has changed recently?
Well, it is hard for me to tell. From what I can see and from what I showed you, it seems as beautiful as ever. But it lives on as just a memory.
Oh. Well,
Um,
Oh,
But tell me, Ireena, how have you been finding the lands beyond the village of Barovia? You have made quite the travels in recent weeks. Quite
in all honesty,
Falaki. We went to Falaki and
yeah. In all honesty, I find the place a little bit traumatizing at times, but we keep moving, and it's good to see the land around.
very good, very good. Have you a favorite place? Is Barovia still home?
Has to be. Home is home.
Very
I'm
good.
sure you agree.
Absolutely. Amazing. And I must say, this is not an interrogation, and I do not want it to feel as such. So, should you have any questions or queries for me, then feel free to ask them. You are my guests here, and
Yeah.
I will do everything in my power to ensure your comfort.
up in Valaki, we helped this lady.
Lady Vactor,
What's
yes.
her name? Lady Vadker. What do you think of the blood tax she set up?
Well, it is a historic tradition. It came as a surprise to me. I had not expected to see that again in my rule, but it keeps the spawn satiated. So I suppose
Well,
If it makes the village happy, then it's fine by me. You know.
do you have any interest in terrorizing the people of Vallaki outside of?
Terrorizing? Not at all. If I had not had to, you see that it is unfortunate that one of our first meetings was at the Church of Saint Andolin. Those bones, what a terrible mishap. I'd like to apologize for what happened there, but no, I have no interest in terrorizing the people, and I'll have you know that those creatures of mine that caused such damage and destruction in that town have been severely punished for their actions. That was not what I intended. I simply wanted to take the bones and be able to roam my lands, as I always have.
That's okay. You can roll
You know,
most of your lands.
I believe him.
Nice. And as for you, the most interesting one, I must congratulate you, and of course, Chris, the final surviving members of the group that traveled here first. What a terrible mishap that happened at that.
I love how he's
grinder.
talking about it like it's like a scoreboard or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm so sorry for your friends, but it looks like you've been well able to find new ones. So congratulations on that as well.
Yeah.
Yes, but that is not without saying that I would greatly appreciate if, by some means, you could, return my mentor, my leader, my friend, Bartom to me. I would very much appreciate that. Just his body. That's like, wherever that is, for religious and ceremonial purposes.
Your friend. That it is interesting you say that. He we actually tried our best to nurse him back to health. We got him. He was very, very badly injured, and he spent some time in the lower layers of the castle, and not once did he refer to you as friend. Interesting.
Well, you
say
must
that.
clearly be mistaken.
Is he still alive?
We must
I-
be talking about different people.
No, I guarantee you, it's the very same.
Is he still alive?
No, unfortunately, we could not keep him alive, but
Killed him. No, I'm only messing.
I assure you, we did our very best. But trying to keep him alive was wow, he turned French. Trying to keep him alive was it was a pointless endeavor. It was like trying to get blood from a stone. He says with a smile.
Oh.
But
yeah.
But anyway, he was like a father to me. Could we please get his body back?
Absolutely, I'm sure that can be arranged.
Oh, that'd be great.
I have no interest in trophies of friends. To me, interesting.
Interesting that you would refer to him as a trophy, but we'll let it slide.
Well, what would he be to me other than a trophy? I take no joy in keeping a body that means nothing to me. So, of course, it will be returned. I will make sure of it. Cymer, welcome. It's an honor to have you here. A true believer, and in helping the people of my lands. I have a huge amount of respect for you and everything you do. Tell me, why do you believe in God? He says this as main course is getting delivered.
Damn.
So the biscuit is cleared away, replaced by a plate of sliced tender beef, drizzled in dark sauce and framed by vibrant greens. Placed in between you guys are bowls of freshly baked bread, still warm from the oven, and pads of freshly churned butter. So, and he asks you, "Tell me, why do you believe in God?"
Cymer kind of like ponders for a moment. I guess it is more about what God can represent. For me, what God truly is the good that we see in the world that is put through ourselves.
I see a very interesting, an interesting thought, and I must say there must be something to it, because for the hundreds of years that I've lived here, belief in the Morning Lord has been one of the few things that has managed to stand the test of time. I'm always interested to hear these things. And tell me, when did you first know that you wanted to become a cleric?
From a very young age. I was raised in amongst the clerics as a child. They took me in. It has always been a way of life.
Amazing, truly. And what do you want to do with your faith in the future? Is there any projects, anything specific? I mean, the orphanage in Vallaki and the church, they do amazing things, but have you any aspirations of your own?
I was going to make a joke about an FYP, but I can't.
Nice.
Finally, your project, yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna like build loads and loads of orphanages. Like,
Nice. You're gonna set up a 3D printing company and
yo, yeah, I'm gonna 3D print an orphanage. Like,
Oh, that's so funny.
I'm trying to think.
Why do you believe in God, huh?
Why
Yeah,
do you
didn't
believe
think
in
so.
God? Yeah.
Oh, you
Your
believe in
reason
God?
isn't valid enough. Deny
Name
it.
every sin.
It's like it takes about like 5 minutes. Like, you know what? You're right.
It's like, holy shit! I'm just Paul. Can I change class?
all of a sudden that one question go, I don't know,
warlock
maybe I'll
now.
just become I don't know, like a warlock.
Yeah.
Oathbreaker paladin moment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Classic.
I guess I would like to achieve as much good and ease as much suffering as I can in this great kingdom.
Well, if there's anything that you would like me to help with, I'm always here.
Oh, the little chuckle.
I think you're going to regret saying that I have a long list.
Nice.
They have a long list.
A long list. And then I'm gonna start trailing off, like listing things like the people need herbs and medicine, and they need clean beds because the current ones are all covered in blood, and they need walls to
Nice.
No hygiene regulations whatsoever.
Yeah.
the stank of a job with a fucking university
my
hospital.
God. Okay, he's gonna cut you off there and hang up. And
Fuck's sake.
Roderick, where do you hail from? Such an interesting being. You know, of all of the adventuring parties that have come into my lands, I believe you're the first of your kind.
Hail from a faraway country called Liwagia. Where my family ruled with an iron fist.
With the
With
Do you want to roll deception on that?
Yeah.
So funny.
Nice.
19.
I get.
Jesus.
Oh wait.
Oh, damn.
Whoa! Goddamn!
Let's go.
Okay. And you know, if I had the penny for the amount of times that people told me I ruled with an iron fist, I would say that I would be rich, but you know, I already am.
You already quite are, yes.
So tell me, if you come from a place that rules with an iron fist, what brings you to my lands, the lands of Barovia, where perhaps things may not be so different?
I was kind of just with Barthelm, doing him a solid.
Me
Put
too.
him, keep him safe, just looking after him.
And look how that went.
Yeah. Well. Eggs. Bitches.
But it is impossible to talk about your time here in Barovia without talking about the failures, I suppose. The bone grinder was a disaster. You lost a friend. Was it your first day in Barovia? At the death house?
Yeah.
Yikes.
A tragedy.
Yikes, indeed.
A tragedy. And then the failure to protect Valaki from some of those rogue vampires. It is unfortunate for...
Hey, those were your vampires, okay?
I am not denying that, but it was your intentions to protect the town, no? Imagine, if you will, there is a cat in an old forgotten house. Now, the owner of the house has declared that the cat cannot leave the confines of the house, but otherwise it is free to roam around as it pleases. Now, what does the cat do? Well, as the owner said, it cannot leave the house, and so the cat wanders about exploring the confines of the owner's large house. The cat finds the hidden secrets, the best spots to nap, the places even the owner won't go, but eventually the cat gets bored. But one day, as the cat lays there, a little mouse runs across the floor. What does the cat do then? Well, it pounces on the mouse and kills it
Get him.
and eats it. And for a moment the cat is satisfied. Yet only for a moment, and then once again the cat finds itself bored. Eventually, another mouse runs across the floor, and what does the cat do? Well, it pounces again. Only this time it wounds the mouse, clawing its leg, but allowing it to run, and so the cat chases the mouse through the owner's house. It's had its fun, but eventually the game is up and the cat kills the mouse. And once again, the cat finds itself bored. When a third mouse runs across the floor, what does the cat do? It does nothing.
These friends with the mouse.
It does nothing. The cat simply watches the mouse, allowing it to explore the owner's house. It allows the mouse to find a safe place to sleep and eat and find comfort. But the cat has been watching the mouse. The cat makes a game of it, entertaining itself by stalking this little mouse. And just when the mouse feels safe, or whenever the cat is hungry, it will pounce and kill the mouse and eat it.
This is giving like
Are we the third man?
like Giancarlo Esposito, like the guy from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
The
And so,
vibes.
days later, the cat is no longer bored. Now there are mice running about the owner's house, and the cat has made a game of tormenting the mice, stalking, pouncing, and eating, but never all the mouse, no. For the cat has learned it must allow the mouse to roam about a bit, allowing more mice to come to the house. The cat has even found cheese in the owner's pantry, leaving some out to lure mice to their doom. And the cat is always entertained and never
Smart cat.
hungry. He leans back, he sort of takes a pause. Clearly the story is over.
Yeah.
And as you guys kind of begin to think, like, what? That makes
Hey,
no
what is he
sense.
trying to say here? Yeah.
He leans
Would you
back
like
in.
to hear a piece of music?
He leans back in and he looks at each of you in the eyes one by one, and he says, "Surely, individuals such as yourselves have realized this story applies to both you and me. So tell me, who do you think the cat and the mouse represent?"
So, we are the owners of the house. The cat is us again.
And we are also the mice.
We are also the Barovia is the cheese.
Barovia is the cheese. I
How
mean,
close? How close?
I picked up that like Strahd was the cat, kind of. I don't know why. Like surely he can leave Barovia whenever he wants to, but he just kind of seems to be like,
I don't think he can. I don't think he can. Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, just just to Strahd, be like, I'm gonna be like, can you not leave Barovia?
How interesting. So you think that I am the cat, unable to leave?
Maybe.
It is wise of you to assume me the cat and you the mouse, but you are mistaken, gravely, I'm afraid. You see, in this story you are not the mouse, and I am not the cat. In this story you are the cat, finding safety in this house, following mice for your own entertainment, and well, I am the owner of the house. And I have recently discovered my house is full of mice, and it may soon be time for a new cat.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
What kind of mice you thinking we leaving around?
We
just-
destroyed a big tree man.
We're basically not good enough adventurers, lads.
Yeah,
This is a very direct call out.
We're not
Yeah.
exploring enough.
He just kind of
Anyway, would you like to hear a piece of music?
he lets that sit. He
Yeah.
says, "You know what? I would love to hear some music. Go ahead."
Yeah, I'm gonna be the royal bard, and I'm just gonna start playing my flute, and it's really good music, and you guys all have advantage against being charmed.
Nice. Can I get a performance check? Just accompanying that?
Absolutely. Yep. Unnatural 20.
Beautiful. Nice.
Beautiful.
After the song, sort of Strahd starts clapping. His consorts kind of look at him clapping, and then they also start clapping a couple of seconds later.
That shit was like a 5-minute performance. I'm tired.
Escher kind of looks at you and he says, "I am terribly impressed, but I'm afraid that if I say anything, I'll get locked in the dungeon." So,
Oh.
you know, being 14
Yeah.
and all. So,
You can congratulate me, praise me, but not be weird.
yeah,
That's
Escher
possible.
cannot. Escher simply cannot.
Boy, that man is a big horn and nothing else.
Cool. So after the performance, kind of the main courses gets taken away, and then the woman in the tattered clothes actually goes over to Escher and taps him on the shoulder, whispers something in his ear, and then Escher looks to Strahd and he looks to you guys, and he goes, "Oh, how awkward! It appears we are out of wine. I'm not strong enough to lift some from the cellar. Does anyone want to come with me?" And he literally makes direct eye line with to you, Urban.
Oh my god. Fuck's sake.
Someone big and strong.
Can I bring like a fork with me in my pocket just in case? he
You
tries
roll
anything?
sleight of hand.
Yeah, okay. Let me see.
A fork.
Fork attack. Sleight of hand, let me see. I don't know.
I'll give you guidance for that.
It's actually not too bad. It's +2, but the guidance would definitely help. It's that's 15, and then guidance is 18.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, you just slip it into your pocket,
Very nice.
and Escher does not seem to realize.
I'm like, okay, what do you need help with?
So he leads you out of the hall, and again down a couple of like service corridors and staircases and such, and there is into the wine cellar, and there's a number of barrels here. Again, there's a number of empty ones, but there are still some full ones.
Okay.
And specifically, Escher walks over and says, you know what? Perhaps it's time for some of the good stuff. And he points to one of the barrels, clearly the one that he wants you to bring. And as you walk over to it, you see that it's marked Champagne de l'Estompe, as opposed to the Purple Grape Crush or Red Dragon Crush that are the sort of standards.
Can I do like a history check on that or anything? Just see where that's from?
You don't even need to. Like, this is your family's wines. You've maybe had a bottle of it in your life. Like, this stuff is super old. It's from when the 3 gems were still at work.
Jesus. Creme de la creme.
So this has not been seen in Barovia for a very, very long time. But there's actually a number of barrels of here. And Escher suggests that you pick one up.
Yeah, I do so, I suppose, yeah.
Cool. So I would like to get a strength check from you.
Strength. That is a... 30?
Not
great.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Not great, no.
30.
13, sorry.
Oh, I thought you said 30. Escher will help, so you can roll again so that it's with advantage.
Okay. That is 23.
Nice. Okay, much better. So with Escher's hand, he's kind of helping, but he's more using it as an excuse to, like, you know, rub his hands down your arms, kind of, hold your hand, essentially.
Yeah.
And on your way back, on your way back through one of the service corridors, you pass a doorway which previously the door, like, you would have to have looked behind you to see in it, but obviously since you're walking back, you can see directly into this room. And you clearly see a dead Barovian, a young man or a woman. It's hard to tell because they're absolutely caked in blood, and they're hung upside down from the ceiling, their blood slowly draining into a large basin. Escher, noticing you notice this, turns to you and he looks at you, he shrugs and he goes, "You didn't forget that you were having dinner with monsters, did you?" And he flashes his fangs at you in a smile.
I just want to get this barrel back to the table.
Yeah.
I want to get out of here.
So he walks you back up, and now you guys have champagne.
Oh. Yahoo.
Cool. And when you get back, Strahd looks to you, Urwin, again, and he says, "I am so sorry I did not say this earlier, but I'm sorry about the Ravnir, your friend."
Oh, quite all right.
Yes, quite the shame what happened to him.
I still think about him.
Nice. And he then will look to Ireena and he'll say, "Look, the champagne is here. Perfect time for a party, and hopefully, Ireena, you are finally beginning to see the things that I can offer you in these lands. Safety, security, and the nicer things in life."
Until you need a new cat.
Listen, I'll always find a place for you, Ireena. And you know, although I agree that I may need a new cat soon, I also can't help to shake the feeling that at some point it may be time for this house to get a new owner. You know, I think maybe my time in Barovia might be coming to an end, and it might be time for me to find someone that is suitable to replace me. I'm getting old and I'm getting tired of running these lands alone, so something to think about.
Well, I can do it.
Well, I assure you, whoever I decide to replace me, they will be a worthy successor. There will be no downgrade for my lands. I've worked too hard. I conquered these lands myself, actually, back in hundreds of years ago. I got to this valley, and it was nothing. There was, druidic circles and forest people. No one of significance. The only people that put up a fight was an order of paladins, but even they were no match. So
Oh, I think we met one of them at one stage. He was a ghost, but
you met a revenant from the Order of the Silver
Yeah,
Dragon.
they had a they had a
I'm
poopy
actually going to
time.
say that to Strahd. I'm going to be like, oh, I think we met one of them. He was a bit frantic. We had to dispatch him.
Yes, they still do try to run the lands, and every now and again they try to come and fight me, but you know, anyone that comes to fight me, it's never turned out well. Actually, I do have a question for you guys. And he nods to once again the woman in the tattered clothing, and she pulls out the tome that you guys have, and he asks, "Where did you get this?"
I thought I had it. Oh wait.
It would have been left behind in the room with all of the stuff.
Oh, okay.
Where did you get this?
Where did we get it? I don't even remember.
Found it in an attic.
Ah.
In an attic. What
Yeah.
attic? This is one of my possessions. This was not.
Well, it was in the house.
And what house? Whose house was this?
As in your metaphorical house. I'm still going along with the.
Nice.
Whose
Just
house
one of
was
the
it? It
rats
was,
we
yeah.
catch.
I'm not 100% sure, but
I think. Well, it was in Valaki.
It
The old-
was. It was the Burgomeister's mansion.
oh rip.
The old Burgermeister, who's now dead, had possession of it.
You're welcome.
The Burgomeister. Interesting. Rahadin, and he calls Rahadin in.
We killed him for you, though. That rat we did get.
I don't believe you killed him. You let him go.
Did we?
Oh, we did, didn't we?
But not to
Oops.
worry. I've kept eyes, and well, maybe we'll have a new guest for dinner quite soon, huh? And he says that to Rahadin, who pretty promptly leaves the room.
We're gonna see his mangled corpse.
Corpse, yeah.
Who knows? And he says, "Okay, it is time for dessert." As the main course gets cleared away, which was also delicious for anyone that ate it. Great. So the entree dishes are cleared away to be replaced by saucers topped with arrangement of fresh fruits. The bright reds and yellows of the berries, picked at the height of their seasons, stands in stark contrast to the darkness of the castle. And then another plate comes out that is filled to the brim with pies.
I'm
Um,
sure he notices everyone's expression.
and he actually...
Me and Roderick are just an expression of glee.
Yeah. He goes, tuck in. And he actually will specifically look at you, Chris. And whoever's paying attention, you'll have noticed that Strahd, the consorts, have not been eating this whole time.
Yeah, well, I would have assumed that.
Yeah, they can't eat food. They're
Yeah.
vampires.
Yeah, they are vampires.
Because
So-
that's what I was wondering even before he came. I was like, how good will this
So-
feast be exactly?
Yeah, no, it is amazing.
I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, they better
it-
not be forcing us to eat corpses or something.
No.
Was it your man? What's his name? The guy who left when he said our guest or whatever? The guy with the white hair? The
What?
sexy gay
Oh,
man?
Escher.
Escher.
Was he the one who brought out the pies, or was it the consorts? Or like
It's the other lady that's just in the tattered clothing.
okay.
Her name is Helga, but I don't think she's actually been introduced.
Lovely.
Elga.
Um,
Oh, Canucks posted a meme. in,
oh,
the
shit.
dungeon.
Nice.
That's really funny.
Oh, so you're a cleric? Real. Nice.
Pulled out the Glock.
So are we to assume that our friend the Burgermeister is in here? As I take a bite.
Oh, I work quickly, but I can assure you, I do not work that quickly.
Oh, okay.
I'm.
So
But,
who's in here then? As I take another bite.
As you're taking a bite, he'll laugh and say, I do not know. They are made especially by our chefs. I cannot say I know the goings on of all of the servants in this castle.
Bruh, you know you do.
Cool. That is fine. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm gonna wolf down my pie.
Great. It's exactly as you remember them.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
Is there anyone else? Anyone else tucking in?
I guess so. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Okay.
some of you
Wait.
guys know, I think conceptually about the pies, but probably this might actually be the first time you've seen them. I remember we went over this
I think
before
Urwin. Yeah, it's his first time.
because obviously
Oh, you never.
you were not around for Bumgrinder.
Yeah. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
only,
I know there was some stuff about.
Ravnir.
Well, I mean, I literally just say.
Oh no, you did.
ask
You
Strahd-
marched
Strahd,
when you marched
who's
back.
in these?
Yeah, true. And you also did march back to Bone Grinder for the second fight. So,
Yeah,
So I think you do know conceptually, but I don't
this is
know
the first time experiencing.
precisely. But enough
I'm gonna
about-
flat out say it. Like they're all wary. I'm like, oh, you don't have to eat it. It could be people in here, but don't worry. I like it anyway.
Nice, amazing.
It's relating to
I'm going to. Or no, not yet.
Ooh,
Well,
still
actually, yeah.
not yet.
No. That was a different thing.
Oh, okay.
I am going to. Once I finish my pie, I'm gonna. In my moment of happiness, I'm gonna go back to the bard corner, to the musician's spot in his
Yeah.
in the room and
Yeah.
play away my counter charm tune.
Nice. Great. So yeah, with that backdrop, Strahd will say, well, surely you must have questions for me. I would be interested to hear them.
What is your ultimate goal with this? What do you hope to achieve? What bring us here?
I have no goal. I am interested to see what you get up to, and well, I'll keep you around for as long as I'm interested.
Okay.
I've been through this before, and well, there often comes a point where we reach an impasse, and I do what must be done. But no, I have no intentions to kill you. You've all been interesting, and I'm just interested to see what you do. It is a first that the such strides have been made, especially the Winter Splinter. That is a rare kind of victory.
This is something that you rinse and repeat. Have many parties done the same thing?
No, but as the valley changes over time, new factions rise, new things happen, and well, such threats such as the druids and Winter Splinter, those are rare, and even rarer that they be defeated by the first party that comes across them.
Well,
Escher
the
would
quality
know.
of our wine was at stake.
I'm not sure you should be drinking, Chris, but
Oh, I'm not drinking. Don't worry. I'm just playing music.
nice.
Why do I kind of like him? This is bad.
Yeah, as he sloshes his
Yeah.
own glass, you
got
you
rinsed.
notice that, his wine, it maybe is more opaque, and it kind of like it doesn't flow back from what being sloshed around quite so quick, and it's maybe just a slight bit deeper red as well, but Or maybe that's just the light playing tricks. Who knows? Yes. As he kind of glances to one of the windows that are along the side of the walls of the hall, he also says, "Terrible, terrible weather we've had in the last number of hours. I would like to offer you all a place to stay this evening. With such weather and such dangers in the night, you never know what could happen, and I believe it's for your own good. And in the morning, I can give you a tour of the castle, and then you can be on your way. I assure you, the promise still stands. No harm will come your way until you have left the castle."
So we stay in the castle forever.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm happy to stay if you guys are.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know, is happy the right word, but I think that's probably the choice.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
that's
going to
the best
message,
Sorry, the best play.
just so that Strahd doesn't pick up on it, I'm going to message Ireena and say, like, if you get him to kiss your hand, we can get the saliva for Baba Yaga.
Ooh.
Yeah, but there's.
Okay, Max. Message works by pointing your finger towards a creature within range and whispering the message. So only the target hears it, that's fine. But it's also VSM. So I'm gonna, if you want to roll stealth to try to say that without
I'll do it
Strahd
while
knows.
bowing to make it really inconspicuous.
Okay, you can
From
roll, we'll say with advantage, but
So that my mouth isn't visible to him,
yeah. Okay.
and the hand movements look natural.
Okay.
Stealth, you
Perception.
say.
Okay. Jesus.
Ding. First one is a 16. Second one is less than that. 16.
Okay. Strahd got a 30.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
So I would like you to do something for me.
Oh no, you've given the game away here.
Sorry, 1 second. I just need to look something up. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Um, 13.
13. Okay, you fail, which means Strahd detects your thoughts as you're whispering to Ireena. So he learns the surface thoughts of the creature, so what's most on your mind at that moment, which I think is pretty clear.
Mm-hmm.
And then as an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. So, Ireena, I will also get you to make a wisdom saving throw as he probes into your mind as the recipient of this whisper.
Oh, okay. But hopefully wisdom will be my thing. The DC is probably ridiculous.
It is rough, but possible also.
Well, I have a +6 wisdom save, so 21.
21 actually succeeds.
Let's go.
Cool. So if it fails, you gain insight into its emotional state, something that looms in its mind. But I don't think that works if you've switched it over. Okay, cool. So, yeah, Chris, you know that Strahd is copped what you've just said.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, Chris, what are you talking about? It's
mother
very
asked-
rude to
Christian, what the hell are you
involve
talking about?
the table in the conversation. Why don't you speak to all of us?"
Teacher moment.
Yeah.
You
wanna tell the class?
Share with the class, yeah. Christopher.
I suppose there's no point in me hiding it. I'm just gonna say out from the bard's corner. Oh, your mother was asking for you. That's all.
Oh shit.
Ooh. Okay, you can. Strahd is a pretty emotionless guy, but you raising up his mother just casually like that, you can see something behind his eyes. And he says, "Do not speak about my mother. You know nothing.
I don't know the history.
You know nothing of my mother. She was a wonderful woman. For you to bring up her name and desecrate her like that."
That was not my intention.
I actually really like her
not.
mom.
I really liked her.
I truly
For-
hope not.
You hope I wouldn't like her.
No, I would hope that you weren't desecrating or being
No,
rude
not
to the
at all, not
deceased.
at all. Wait,
Wait, what?
Shut up.
Did you
okay.
just say
I won't
his
say anything.
mom is deceased?
Yeah, you think his mom's dead? Shush.
Oh, I understand, sir. No problem. My mistake.
Okay. Well, perhaps with such mistakes, you must be getting tired, and I understand it's been a long day and surely a taxing conversation. So I shall let you retire to your rooms if you would like. You may. I will show you around tomorrow, and I will have business to attend to. But you may roam the castle anywhere where the doors are not locked. But I would ask that tonight you stay in your rooms, and we shall get to the tour tomorrow.
Okay. Ooh. We're
You
getting a
never
tour.
know what lurks in the darkness in these old halls.
I am locking my door.
I assure you, it is for your own safety.
Well,
I'm not being,
so can I go up and try to give him a big hug?
I'm not being seduced by it.
Absolutely. Just a hug?
How long is his hair?
How long is his hair?
Oh shit.
His hair
Alright.
is. I think he's actually got long hair, but let me look that
I'm
up.
gonna see you go up and give you. Wait. Wait. let me
I
just-
don't need guidance. I can hug him. It's all right.
I'm gonna give you guidance anyway because I might need to stop.
Yeah, Strahda's got long
Okay.
hair.
Because like he might feel it, you know.
I'm gonna
Just in
stroke.
case,
Yeah. So I'm gonna hug him and stroke my hands through the back of his hair.
I'm gonna be playing my
That's quite a
flute,
panel.
so I'm gonna give you bardic inspiration and guiding whispers.
Wow,
Which is
this is a
guidance.
lot.
So D8 and D4,
Nice.
because one's an action, one's a bonus action.
Great. And Strahd is going to obviously hug back, and then after the hug, he's going to say, Ireena, I truly do hope that you're beginning to see the things that I can give to you and do to you, and please, I assure you, everything I've done in this land, it has been for you.
Also, just a sub point, when I was stroking his hair, did I catch any of it between my fingers?
Oh, I see. Sorry. I completely missed that. If you want to roll, again, sleight of hand, I suppose,
With
Is
a
it-
D4 and a D8.
with a D4 and a D8.
Yeah, I'm not kind of trying to tug it. I'm just kind of like stroking my hands through his hair,
Yeah.
hoping
Just
it
trying to
kinda-
get something. Okay.
Yeah. It's not like I'm trying to make it
Oh, okay.
fairly unpurposeful.
Yeah.
So still sleight of hand.
Or unless you think there's something better, but
Yeah, I can't think of anything else on my head. So
I think that's like I don't have the list in front of me, but that's just what comes to mind.
okay. That's an amazing roll. We'd love to see it.
Nice.
It's a 19 plus -1, 18.
Nice. Yeah, you easily get one. I mean, he's got a pretty
Yeah.
like dead scalp anyway. This guy's not like, he's barely been aging for the past like 800 years or some shit like that. So
Jesus.
yeah, pretty straightforward.
What's the
Full head of hair.
into the pocket it goes.
Nice.
Mission complete, boys.
Lucky bastard.
Wise.
Simple as.
On the
Like
boy.
literally, Max, asking to get freaking vampire saliva is a really dodgy idea. So
Yeah.
all it takes is them to nibble you.
Imagine,
Oh, yeah.
Imagine it would be
Thanks.
like when they take the venom out of snakes, where you just put the vial on his fang and just squirts out of his saliva.
Oh, Strahd, hold still for a second.
Yeah, hold on,
Yeah,
wait a
yeah,
minute.
Wait a minute.
Hey, can I see your teeth? Bro, your teeth are so cool.
My, what an arse.
Man, your teeth are
Do you
class.
floss, bro?
Yeah.
What pristine.
Cool. So, with that, you guys may retire. It's back up to the same room that you guys were in before. So, down a couple of hallways, up two sets of spiral stairs. Rahadin, Escher go with you, along with the two guards that have just been guarding the room the whole time. And Rahadin, once you get to the room, like all your stuff is still there. Escher has brought the Tome of Strahd with him, gives it back to you, and he whispers under his breath to one of you, hey, he might try to take this back, but just be careful.
Wait, what was it that he'd give back?
The
Tome?
Tome,
The tome. Oh, okay.
which is like essentially the Strahd backstory book. Every time you level up, we're doing like a chapter of it, but it's essentially that. It's like the history of Barovia and of Strahd specifically.
We should try read it tonight.
No, we should not.
Yeah, we should. That'd be great.
Nice.
Baby don't.
I think we actually should.
Cool. So with that, Rahadin says, if you need anything, we will leave a guard outside your door at all times this evening. There will be servants around. Don't abuse them.
Oh, we would never.
That's all.
Never.
If you need me, I'll be around. I always am. And with that, he kind of turns heel, walks off. Escher goes with him, and the big guard and the smaller guard like have this brief conversation. They like do rock paper scissors. The smaller guard loses, and the taller guard walks off down the stairs, and leaves the other guy to guard the room for now. So that is that. If you guys, we'll probably take a break now.
Yeah, sure.
Because we're 2.5 hours in. You guys can get your long rest finally. Well, you just had one. You can have a long rest, and you guys can get a level up. Oh, in the next
Oh, nice.
Honk shoe.
Yep, and we will
No
be back.
way.
How much longer do you think we're going to go on for?
We can go on for as long as people want to.
I'm
I can
I'm
stay
excited.
as well.
I'm like invested, so I wanted to go as long as we can.
I mean, we don't have to do the whole tour. We'll probably just do just like another 45 minutes after this.
Sure. Yeah.
Like if we say, oh yeah, what's good for you, Owen? Actually, you're in Germany.
I was just about to say, I actually don't know how much longer I can keep going. I'm basically falling asleep as it is.
Okay, no problem.
And midnight is a bit too late for me.
Okay, that's fine.
Finish.
Can we say back at past and then gone at 11? There's just a couple of things I want to wrap up briefly.
Oh, good. Will we bother taking a break then, or?
If you want to get your level 8, you can, or if you want to stop, that's also fine. I mean, we can call it here. It wasn't that difficult to organize.
You can go ahead and I can just, like, you're recording it, so I can just watch it back, or you can fill me in, it's just midnight, it will be too late for me.
Yeah,
right
no,
now.
that's fine. Do you want to go to another like 15 minutes and then we're done?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, so
So
if
do you want to
want
spend that
to,
time leveling up, or
no,
do we
don't
just-
bother. We'll level up the next day,
We can do that.
or we'll like level up before the next session. That's fine. So yeah, but you do restore any hit points, which I don't think you've lost. Okay, so you guys get your long rest, and you kind of awake to whispering and shaking. So you see the guard there in front of you, whispering, talking. They're trying to wake you up. Chris, it takes you another while to wake up because you've just eaten a dream pastry, which they really fuck up your sleep. They make you super hard to wake. But eventually the guard gets you up. Let me think. Sorry. They get you up and they warn you that there's someone coming. There's like whispers coming up the hall, the stairs behind them, and they're kind of echoing, and you can tell that they're in a very sort of frantic nature.
Do I get any temporary hit points from the dream pastry?
Oh, you do. I forget how much. Do you remember how much?
No.
We'll say 5.
Or I vaguely remember. Yeah.
10? I don't know.
I was thinking 10 was
Let's
top of
say
my
10.
head, but
I'd say this meal is going to be epic.
Okay. Yay!
Great. So yeah, you get 10 temporary hit points, and the person that joins in front of you is kind of this androgynous figure. They've got armor on, black and red armor. There we go. Fucking hell. If you want to describe your character, Neve.
Yo,
What?
hello.
Hello, my character. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
My character is like a relatively tall, blonde, kind of figure of ambiguous gender. And they're quite young. They're probably like they look in their early 20s or like that kind of time. And they've been the guard that's been standing outside of your room for your entire long rest.
Yep. And they warn you essentially, hey, Granny and those hags are coming for you. Which is where we're going to end this session.
Granny's back.
Granny is back.
Oh my God.
She said, you know what? Fuck the promise. I hate these guys. I know I'm with my new employer, but you know what? I can't let go of a grudge. So,
Oh, you love to see it. We're gonna kick Granny's ass out of here.
yeah, let's do it.
phew. Yeah, I wanted to get that in before we ended because
Yeah, that's fair. That's
loses
very
the
fair.
effect.
Very fair.
There we go.
Yahoo.
Oh, GG's.
You survived a conversation with Strahd. That is good.
Let's go.
And you got a
Yeah, we
level up.
didn't die. Oh yeah.
Level 8 now.
I got a level up just from confronting Strahd. Like,
Yeah,
that's so
just for
scary.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty big experience for you guys.
Yeah,
So.
definitely.
Hold on a minute. Does that mean if we manage to kill the hags, we get another level up?
No.
Oh, what?
Damn it. Worth a shot.
I actually think you guys got the level up for Bone Grinder.
No, we never did.
It's,
You said we
No, yeah, we failed it twice.
Oh, really? Oh, well. You probably got it for something else. You guys are where you're meant to be.
Yeah, we're at the level. We don't
Like,
feel
obviously-
underpowered.
Obviously, like Ireena had like her.
We literally have not
run-ins
got
with
into
Strahd, but
combat
it's,
once.
it's definitely the first time that the whole group has actually met him, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like you've seen him. Like he was across the field at your father's funeral, Ireena. And there's been a couple of other points where you've seen him. Obviously, Valaki, that fight. But this is probably the first time you've gotten to kind of form your own opinions on him rather than just hearing what other people say. So,
Yeah.
there we go. There we are. Good job. Good games.
GG's.
Can leave it there. Ta-da!